Concludes, it stops, it's done, thanks for coming in. What do you got?
I got the levy set that you signed, that I
Okay.
gave to the Department of Revenue, setting the levies for fiscal 19.
Any changes here?
No.
Want to review that?
Were you, yeah, I came in, the only one that you guys were contemplating was the county health.
Right, and you
And
changed
then
that.
I brought that in, and you said no, there were no changes. Yeah, I fixed it.
You fixed it,
I
but
fixed
you
it.
brought it from general down to county health.
I did it,
Yeah,
okay, so
that's what you did, that's what you
we increased, we had to have 15, we put it to 18 for the supplies.
did. Right.
Or for yeah, and we just did it, and we kept 6.99 mills, and we just took less reserve to keep the 6.99 mills, and we threw it into our budget.
Was there any other changes that you think of?
No.
It's pretty good year.
Oh, wait, I have to fix it, don't I?
You did, like county
No,
health.
I
is
didn't, I
fixed.
have Bart Connie as chairman.
Oh,
You guys did good.
big deal.
Right back. Thank you. It only takes a second.
Okay.
Put the budget resolution on next week.
Okay.
We should have a
Motion.
motion.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until I get the paper. I was wondering what she was talking about. I was like, what are you doing?
Do you happen to have any kind of summary statements or anything like that for the budget?
Yeah, we will. Blanche was just in and had to make a correction on the mills, the final.
And a name.
Yeah. And we'll make a motion here.
Try that again. Guess you don't have to read this notice, huh? Did you already?
So, I'd entertain a motion on the final budget.
I would move to approve the Granite County budget for the following levies for the year 2018 through 19. Second.
First and second on the approval and adoption of the county budget. Any comment from the commissioners?
I don't have
Good
any.
job, Lance. Good job. on the
Thank
work.
you.
Thank you very much, Blanche.
Thanks for adjusting the county health. I think it's gonna work good. There you go.
Already.
So, any comment from the public before we vote?
Where's the summary by department?
They've been laying in on the counter for a week. That's what they were there
You've
for.
been adjusting the budget for over a week, and did you make any adjustments? And
We did.
There.
We made some adjustments and put them back on the counter, right? That was where the public could come in and look at each and every budget. We did
So,
make some adjustments.
for all practical purposes at this meeing, The only thing that you're really approving is the mill levies, and there's not any kind of summary, and at least you're not willing to present it at this meeting.
What would you like?
Well, I would think that you would have a summary budget by department.
That's what was on the counter. It wasn't just a summary budget, it was their budget. And the revenues, everything was there, revenues were there. Are they still?
Well, we're putting them into the computer right now. They're not sitting on the counter.
But they've been on the counter for a week. We were hoping that you'd come in, look, if you had a question, grab it, bring it in, talk to us. That's what happened with some people.
Well, from my own personal perspective, I don't see how you can hold budget hearings and not designate a specific time for a particular department to come in and discuss their budget and have somebody available to answer questions about it.
We were available to answer questions, so I was available to answer questions all week.
Well, your notice in the paper didn't give adequate notice of what the hell you were discussing. To just say you're discussing is a budget is no more significant than this. I mean, if you look at the mill levies, to a person out there, it makes absolutely no sense.
I agree, but the budgets don't. Each individual dollar was in there on each individual department. And we were here all week, 3 hours a day, and we just stayed to answer every question. I'm not sure what else we can do.
There were people that came in.
There were people who came in, yes.
You went through the budget, you looked at them, they were on the counter for your review, but the department heads turned in their budgets, what they wanted. They went through the budgets, they determined that what they wanted was acceptable. So they sat there for review from the public, and they just set levies right now. So I don't know where you're coming from.
Elena, did you have a question?
Yeah, they sat there, to continue with Digmata's, they sat there on the counter, but the directors, the heads of each of the department, did not sit here. This morning, as I brought up, and this is point of, for the record, you had 2 meetings, a resolution, department fiscal year budget, and authorizing a transfer of PIL funds, the health department. That was at 9:45. At 10:30, you had another one, public health nurse discussion on preliminary budget. Okay, so to me, that's continuance of a discussion on the preliminary budget. It was in the newspaper that the public hearing for the preliminary budget would go from August 23rd to August 31st. Now this morning I brought it up and I asked Annie Young, when did she come here to discuss the preliminary budget? She gave me, I believe, dates of August 4th, the 14th, something the 17th, the 28th, and the 28th, however, was a special session. It was not a public hearing. And that is according to the revised agenda, where it says that August 28th, regular session. Okay? So that wasn't the public hearing. Again, this is for the record.
Yeah,
I
don't think
have-
you did anything wrong there, Elena, as far as
Okay.
any law violation.
Oh, hi, Blaine.
Well, it says September 4th is when they'll approve the budget.
Okay, and another thing is, that's not a notice if it's put in the same day of the newspaper. But this is for the record. Hearing on preliminary budget. Now this, again, I'm not a lawyer, okay? But I want to know who the governing body is.
The commissioners of the government.
Thank you, okay. And then who are local government officials? Who are they?
The local government officials are county sheriff, county clerk of the quarter.
The public nurse, okay. Okay.
They're not elected official.
No, they are government officials. 764024. Hearing on preliminary budget 1, the governing body shall hold a hearing in accordance with the notice given pursuant to 764021. 2, now this is the good one. Local government officials shall attend the budget hearing to answer questions on their proposed budgets if called upon. Now, how do we call upon them if we don't know when they're going to be here? Again, for the record, it was asked of Mike Cahill, did anybody call Mike to say they were going to come in and speak? And Mike said, no, not today. So that's for the record.
I don't think, as me as county attorney, I have to sit down here during all the public hearing process.
It does, no, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't
the
have to.
Commissioners were here.
We were here.
We were here.
We did
But
have-
the local
we did
government
have-
officials
we did
had to
have-
be here to answer questions.
No.
Now okay, that's it. You're saying no.
Well, because
Thank you. For the record.
we were here, and we had the budget here, and they'd already reviewed it, they'd written the budget.
But it says here, Mr. Slaughter, that you already agreed, you're the governing body, and local government officials shall attend the budget hearing to answer questions. Oh, excuse me, let me continue. Questions on their proposed budgets if called upon, A, by the governing body, or B, by a taxpayer or resident. I'm sorry, I forgot to put
Did
anything
anybody
in.
call, I don't remember you calling me to come in and
I didn't
ask me
have
about
to
my
call
budget.
you. It doesn't say I had, the public
What
could
says-
be here.
Okay, you just read it right here.
Okay,
It
yeah,
says-
okay. What does it say?
It says,
We have to have all, we have
But
to have everybody here? No.
If they get called in, then, yeah, if you get called in. then
if called
yeah.
upon. So this is what,
We called in Paul.
Okay, it
We- we
says,
called in the county
local
health
government
nurse.
officials shall attend if called upon.
Yeah. So they-
So the
If
county
we're call-
commissioners go over, if a taxpayer had a question, then you could,
If-
say you had a question about my budget or whatever, you could say, hey.
Let's get the county attorney down here.
That's,
Oh, so then if we were here, like Marta was here for a few days and I was here for a few days, I could have said, hey, listen, I want the airport here. Call them up.
Did you
Then you
ask
would have
that?
done. No, it didn't say I had to ask beforehand. Does it say that?
It says
Blanche?
if called upon.
If called upon. So if I came down here and I said, I have a question about the airport,
but I don't think.
Call
they
him
would
up so
expect
he
you to
could
know
be
to
here?
in the courthouse up for that whole time.
Well,
period.
the airport board, they aren't elected officials anyway.
They could,
They answer to the board of
Okay,
commissioners.
so
the chair could be asked. to
Different
come.
example, county road department, and we called Paul in 2 or 3 times, okay? We didn't get a request from you to call him in, and if we would've, and you had a question, we would've done that. It may not have been that day, but we could've set it for the
But
next.
Lena, that'd be a colossal waste of everyone's time if everyone had to be in the courthouse that whole time period to answer
And
questions.
then the sheriff sitting in here for 4
no,
days.
first of all, also at the bottom of the preliminary, whatever the heck you want to call them, it said, please return by June 15th. Okay?
So now what are you doing, changing the subject?
No, it says by June 15th it had to be returned.
Okay.
So that we would
was it.
have it.
I sent you the calendar of events, how it worked for the budgets. And when they submit their June 10th, it isn't a preliminary budget. They are submitting requests. That is not the budget. That is not
No.
the preliminary budget that they review.
So the preliminary budget is something
The
should have
preliminary
been to
budget
say
is the
to
one
which
that's-
day they were going to
When
discuss.
there's a notice put in that paper that's saying that preliminary budget is sitting out on that counter for your review, that's when it is the preliminary budget. And I
Okay.
sent you the calendar. I sent you the calendar.
Okay,
Everyone said
okay, thank
preliminary
you,
budget.
thank you. And just for the record, this is the commissioner's office, and if we have to look at it, we have to go to the clerk and recorder's office and look at it there. And if we wanted to bring it back in here, we'd have to get a copy at 25 cents a page.
You could have brought him in, and many
Dick
people
brought
did.
some back, and he
Dick
brought
brought
the
some,
whole.
and we didn't charge him for
He
that.
brought the whole
Okay,
thing.
fine, I don't have a,
Pocket.
Okay,
excuse me,
Yeah, you
Well,
heard
yeah,
me.
point, yeah, because
Well,
Okay,
you
so
can't
we're-
keep butting in when I'm talking.
Okay, so we have a
Okay.
motion.
I didn't finish.
I think
Try and
we're
maintain a little
sufficiently-
bit of courtesy,
Hey,
Hey.
common decorum, okay?
I'll tell you where it comes knocking off, when I was called a female dog at one of the meetings.
not by me.
I'm done,
Yep, that's
for the
good.
record, thank you.